Welcome to Echolocation, news that finds you. Who is
Echo Grimm, and what is his role in this entire ordeal with Baby Goth? We'll get to that later, but first, let me introduce you to Echo Grimm. Echo Grimm is a musical artist from New York that creates spooky-themed songs in the style of alternative hip-hop. You might have heard a few of his songs such as Porcelain Doll, Pumpkin Pie Eater, and Big Stompy Boots. With the fans he's amassed since his beginning, you can tell that he's loved. He's also a husband and a father to 3 kids. His wife is just as adored as he is. She is his backbone and supports him through all of his endeavors just as he does hers. He has worked with artists from Strange Music Underground, doing shows with them, doing events with Team Backpack, and he's also got music on the way with Cottontail, who is also associated with Melanie Martinez and Jasmine Bean. And he has a song coming out also with Travis McCoy of Gym Class Heroes. All in all, Echo Grimm is by far well-known and respected. So again, what's his role in this entire debacle with Baby Goth that has TikTok in such a blur? Echo had known of Baby Goth back when she was fairly popular on Tumblr during her Brea Bueno days. So when she messaged him in 2019 telling him how much she loved his music, he was ecstatic and told her he'd be ready to work with her soon, explaining that his finances weren't in line with her budget just yet. She let him know that she was looking forward to it, and she understood completely. Fast forward to 4 years later. In August of 2023, Baby Goth reached out to him via Instagram about a deal she had on features. The price was lower, it was more in his budget and something he could work with, so she wanted to know if he would want to do a song with her. They set up everything, the cost, he sends her the money through his Cash App, he gets the contract that went over the agreements about the song and the music video he wanted to do. The contract is signed by Baby Goth, so boom. Everything seems to be looking up. We fast forward again to a few months later. He still does not have the song. She sent a rough draft, but not the finalized product. He was trying to be patient and understanding and keep contact with her to figure out what's going on. She gave him a few reasons of why the song hadn't been finished yet. There was delays, the engineer was sick, things were going on. She just couldn't get it just yet, but she would. Echo being the type of person he is, he was understanding. He continued to try to keep a conversation open with her, wanting to know just the details about what's going on and what's taking so long, and when he could expect the song to come out. Echo had already posted on his Instagram that he would have a song with Baby Goth coming out soon called Haunted Visions, and Baby Goth had even made a promotional video about it on her Instagram as well.
What's good? It's Baby Goth. Shout out Echo Grimm. We're about to drop a fire song called Haunting Visions with a video, and it's gonna be super dope.
So fans of both artists knew that something was going to happen. But for some fans of Baby Goth, they also knew that the possibility of this song becoming a reality was slim to none, especially since it was in her hands to finish, so he could work on it some more. Baby Goth didn't really become popular until her music video with Trippie Redd and Lil Xan came out called Swimming. After that, it seemed like she was an overnight success. But this was after she had rebranded, changed her style, changed her stage name, changed her sound, and had a completely different look than her Brea Bueno days. Long gone was the alternative pastel goth that she proclaimed to be on Tumblr, and instead you have this walking alternative goth, wild colored hair, massive amounts of tattoos, in-your-face attitude. And after that, her popularity skyrocketed. She went on tour, she started dropping more music with Wiz Khalifa and Blitz Leah. She even had a docuseries on YouTube for a few episodes. And she featured on a song called So Thick by Whipped Cream that was featured on the Birds of Prey. She said she finally signed with a new label, which one person on that team, Dre Dynasty, will be relevant information later on as well. But fans had gotten used to only knowing about songs she had featured on by going to her Instagram page and clicking on the tagged in section to see what artist had tagged her in a music video. This whole ordeal really started August 2023. She was supposed to feature on his song, they set up and signed a contract, and he sent her $8.8 thousand to her for the song and a music video. Boom. Fast forward and he still doesn't have it. He was given something that was not what was agreed upon. It's literally stated multiple times by his own vocation and his wife's that Baby Goth broke contract multiple times. They were given the runaround, excuse after excuse, and more people were coming forward about Baby Goth and some situations that made her seem like a questionable person. People were taking to Echo and his wife's comments talking about how she had scammed other artists or tried to. She had scammed tattoo artists, she had scammed nail techs, etc., etc. It was getting juicy. Months later, and we're now in December. It's been 4 months since she said that she would do the song with him. This goes on well into the start of this new year. She continues to post to her social media talking about how Echo never gave her the money, that it was sent from his investor to her management, and this was proven false multiple times on multiple occasions.
Pause and read these, you will see the money did not come from Echo. He was the middleman. The money was not from his Cash App. The money was from his investor. They only used Cash App to get it to me quicker because of my deadline.
She has been seen deleting comments on posts, deleting videos, and it's escalated as far as her manager making threatening comments towards Echo. Yes, Dre Dynasty, mentioned before, was threatening Echo in messages. It got to a point that Baby Goth said that she could not give Echo his refund because it had to go from her management to the investor. Finally, the investor even made a video asking for the refund.
This is for Baby Goth and crew. I'm Russell John Militello. I sent James $7,000 in order to make a deal with you guys. If you could send the money back to his Cash App, that would be perfect. Thank you. Sorry we couldn't make anything work out.
And it's basically just now a waiting game to see whether or not the entire situation will be rectified, or if she'll just give more and more excuses. Once this was finally taken to social media, Echo and his wife gave their viewers complete transparency, showing them receipts, proof, the contract. It was known that they were telling the truth throughout all of this. Their stories have never once changed. Meanwhile, Baby Goth's story has changed multiple times. Her lies don't add up, and she keeps telling you that they're doing it to clout chase, they're doing it to get views, but truthfully, they don't need to. If you check Echo's page on TikTok, he has plenty of views, plenty of interactions, and plenty of fans that came to his TikTok because they already knew who he was based on his music alone. Fact of the matter is, this is not something that was done to gain popularity or to get people to pick a side. This was simply brought to the media's attention after months of waiting and getting the back and forth runaround. So now you know who Echo Grimm is if you didn't before, and if you didn't know about Baby Goth, now you do. Let's support this artist through this hard time. Below I have posted some links directly to Echo Grimm as well. Hopefully, we'll be back with a positive update and good news regarding the situation.
Stop giving these bitches so much credit. You niggas crazy, I swear. You do anything for a bitch, and then she treat you like a square.